What, you're outside? I'm in the actual car park to where the studio is. So our studio is in there. We're in the car park and we're battle damaging some Captain America shield. As with everything, done by hand. So I have a sharp flathead screwdriver and 2 scrapers. It's going to be hard to do this with one hand, but let's just say if we do the finite stuff here, I can really customize it. This is just obviously the first process, the start, and we can sort of engrave it. Then I'm going to sort of sand it and add paints and lacquer it and such, but it's effective. It looks nice once it's done, and it's sort of the whole thing, and then you sort of bring it down, obviously, you know, so even on here. It always looks quite nice. I feel I'm going to try blend. When you get the sandpaper and blend that in, it really starts to, that's it. So I want something thinner, you know, so it looks more realistic. And a couple around it again, because it wouldn't just be a solid thing. Like that. So we start to, and we're just going to have to go around and balance the whole shield really. And do different angles, you know, sort of. So let's just say another one might be down here. So it starts to, you know, come together. You don't want all of the scratches of battle damage obviously on the same angle, because that wouldn't be realistic. And I'm going to sort of taper that off a little bit and just do maybe a little slight one there. Slight one there, because you imagine if something's just come shudung down there. It's quite fun really, because you can start to think of how, you know, how things have occurred, what sort of battle scars happened, you know, it's been swiped across something. So yeah, here's the first part, guys. Right, we're making some progress. It's about the big bits and then the subtle bits as well really. See there. Smooth that off a little bit more into nothingness. Maybe just another fleck, very subtle there. And then what I'm going to do is sand it to get the silver more buffed, and then add the paints on and such. But you can see there, that's quite a subtle one as well. I'm going to sand that one because obviously that was a mistake, that line. But yeah, making progress, guys. Back in the studio, this is like the other entrance. So what we're doing now, got really fine sandpaper, so if you just look at the effect here, so just smooth that out. So let's get rid of the dust. Just gives it more of a pop. So there you go. So it really brings out that metal there. Yeah, really gives it a nice dimension. So I'll do that on the major big bits. Get that to really pop, and that's sort of the next stage, including sort of this guy down here. I really want a nice bit of metal to come through. So let's do that together. See, like that? So that's some. Hold on, it's not as easy to see, but it's nice and metallic. I'm going to keep going with that. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to have a go with two hands, and I'll unpause it, and you can see the difference. 20 seconds later, there you go. So it really gives it that nice dimension now, doesn't it? There you go. You see in the sunlight now, which is much better. And literally 20 seconds there. And what it does as well, obviously I'll move the dust a bit, but you want it to be a bit dirty and a bit blackened, because Cap's been having some serious trouble. Let's get rid of the dust. Let's see what we've got. See what on. Pause it, guys. 2 seconds. Right, let's get some sunlight again, because it's hard to see. So we can see all the metal popping now, and that's what we wanted, to really show it off in its full design. So now we're going to add a paint, and we're going to lacquer and do that, but it just looks nice after you've sanded it, and it just gives it that real sort of pop and glisten. Okay guys, right, so now I'm going to add the paint. So as we do a little flex, I'm going to rub it with the hand and such. I'm going to try to balance this so you can see what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay, so this looks like crap right now, and it's meant to. It looks ridiculous, like a random big black line sat there. But I'm now going to buff that out. So what I'm doing is I'm letting some of them dry quite a bit and just give it a some. I'm letting it sit and just dry completely, and some I'm wiping away very quickly. Now I'm going to go back to sand again to blend it all into how I see fit, you see. So admittedly, I know you guys thinking, what the hell? But now let's go to the next stage.
I've just spent the last 5 minutes, as I said, sanding down the black parts to how I want them to look. And see, I don't quite like the way that's joined, so happy with that. And now I'm just going to take all the dust off. Now I'm going to lacquer it to make it give it that real pop. And it's finished. Just focusing on that. These, I haven't painted the shield. It's a low cost item, actually, as an accessory part, but we do, you know, our own bit on it, but it's trying to sort of help people out, you know, on low budgets. I'd love to do like a really high end shield and such, but we try to obviously mix our price points, and we've got different price points going. But yeah, I hope you guys like it and like the process of what we've done to make that. So as you can see, you know, I really wanted to get that chrome finish because it's really battle damaged, and you see where I sanded it away, smoothed it down to not have such solid black lines, and there's sort of just like a different type of scuff, different sort of scuff, so that's really quite smooth, that metal there. So yeah, it's like I say, it's just a low value or low cost item really, but just gives, you know, some people to have on the mantelpiece or to go to Comic Cons with it and such. So hope you like the process, guys.